the main hall. You can see that there is a huge fireplace right here. There's some like greenery. There's the floor is like a wide uh, gleaming marble, and there's like a huge rug that runs the length of the room that looks expensive as fuck. And basically, like, it is obviously like the house of an extremely wealthy noble. So there was a lot of commotion. So you are in this open area, and all of a sudden from parts unknown within the castle, or not a castle, manor, you hear some sort of clattering, and two other guards come rushing in.
We should.
Well, you're standing directly in the middle here. But I will give you all right, if you want to try to like hide behind one of the big potted plants, I will give you the chance to.
I walked right in.
I will try it.
All
right, so let's figure out what that is gonna look like. I'm gonna need you to both make stealth checks.
My stealth isn't too bad. Well,
Ooh.
now it is.
It's not too good. So Luthien very successfully hidden behind her plant. Occam,
Damn,
I'm gonna say that you tried to hide behind a plant, but you hid on like the wrong side of the plant. Like, I'm gonna move you. So you both went to duck, and then for some godforsaken reason, you hid on the front side of the plant, and Luthien hid on the right side of the plant. So I'm sorry, you're in full view of these guards. And they will run. They're gonna run right over to you. But I will say, before we roll proper initiative, I'm gonna give Luthien a surprise round.
Ooh.
Because she is well hidden.
They do not see her.
They do not see her. So you can pop out from behind the plant and do something. They are, let's see, how far away are they? They are 10 feet, they're 10 feet from you.
How close are they together?
They are 5 feet apart.
We'll try frost raying them.
Okay, so but you're gonna pop out because Occam is like right in front of you, so you're gonna have to try to aim around Occam.
Yes.
If you want to do like a straightforward shot, or you know what, you can also call duck.
Ooh, wait.
And
is there a chandelier in the middle of the room that may or may not be over their heads right now?
No.
What's your
I would have described if there was a large chandelier.
That's true. That's true. I was being hopeful.
Also, if there were a chandelier, it would be more like in this area as opposed to like this area.
Quite far into the room now.
Yes.
Can you see what I'm doing?
I can. What are you doing?
I don't want to tell you outright.
But you can. I don't know if you can whisper to each other in the chat. There's like a function that you can.
I just don't want to metagame. Is what it is.
Wait, you want me to run out and then shoot them from the other side?
In your turn. So you can move up to, I think your speed is 30.
My speed is 30, yes.
You can move up to
30 feet.
30 feet in your, yeah. Technically, they're not even really in combat yet. This is your surprise round.
Okay, I will move to stand. I'll move myself.
Yeah.
I'll go here, and then I'll frost beam them.
Okay, cool.
So
roll for attack.
I'm pretty sure you can hit both with it, because it's a beam.
Yeah, and the beam goes 60 feet, so. according to my spell chart anyway. Hold on a second. Let me listen. Now I just have to hope it works. It's okay.
So yeah, that's 24. That definitely will hit. I'm gonna say that when you roll damage, the guard that is here behind this guard is gonna take half damage because the front guard is gonna take the majority, the brunt.
That makes sense.
Okay, so you rolled 6 cold damage. So
That's what it looks like.
This guy.
I did lie. It doesn't hit. It only hits one. It's a single target.
It's a single target.
Okay, well maybe it will push that guy into the other guy and at least knock him over. Maybe.
We'll
I'm not gonna say that happens. But it is a single target. So you did hit the first guy. So now we're all gonna roll initiative.
So, yeah.
For actual combat.
Gotcha. 18. Most ray attacks do hit both, but since it's a cantrip, it only hits one. That's what I was thinking.
Gotcha. Oh, hey.
That natural 20.
She's killing it with these natural 20s.
It makes up for last time when I kept rolling like 2s and 3s the whole time.
Well, you've just got 2 natural 20s for my 2 natural 1s.
Exactly.
Now we've evened out.
Ooh, great initiative.
8 and 6. All right, so Luthien, you are up first again. You are.
What happened to the guard I already hit? Like, is he like staggering? Is he fine?
He is looking chilly, but he's not nearly as like he's not looking good. He's maybe he's shaking a little bit. He's not frozen, but he is like, yeah, it was a good hit.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him again.
Hit him again?
The frost ray seems to be doing well.
All right, I love D&D suspicion.
Oh!
As
soon as you say it.
You fire with another ray, but it goes totally wide, and it goes over his head and kind of like hits the wall in like you see a spider web of frost like collect on the stone like above their heads.
Things are bad.
Occam, you're next in the order.
All right, I will move. I'll move myself.
Just hit him.
Right here, so that if either of them moves away from me, maybe I'll get an attack of opportunity. And then I'll hit the one that Luthien hit. This guy.
All right, yeah. So you hit the one that's already damaged.
Yeah. Whoa.
Wait, you're striking with your dagger?
No, I don't know. That was Simone. She rolled daggers for some reason.
What?
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I was trying to look at something on my sheet.
Too.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me.
I wanted to see because I thought about hitting him with my quarterstaff, but then I was trying to look at my shit, and I accidentally hit the dagger, and I didn't realize it rolled.
I keep forgetting. Just to flavor things for my monk, it's a bow staff, not a quarterstaff, like a staff. It's only called a quarterstaff in the sheet. Anyways.
I know, it's weird.
13 total.
13 does not hit.
Oh. Alright.
So you make a quarterstaff, and it kind of clangs off of his armor, and it doesn't do much.
Bummer.
But he is up next in the order.
Well, I'm gonna use my unarmed strike.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You have another attack. Unarmed strike.
17.
That does hit. So you just like clock him right in the face.
Yay!
Oh, shit, for 8 damage.
Yeah, this is really funny because your armed attacks keep missing, but your unarmed strikes every time just keep clocking people unconscious. So yeah, you totally knock that guy out.
Yay!
And whoop. And come on. There we go. Anyway, so he's out. He's out of the order, but his buddy is gonna jab at you with his spear, and let's see what that does.
Woo!
It's nothing.
How's it feel now?
Jack, it's a guard. I don't. He feels confused, and he makes a jab at you, and you just like effortlessly duck right out of the way. And we are at the top of the order.
While Occam is still ducking, I am now going back to my firebolts.
Okay, sure. Yeah, exactly. This guy is down. He's prone. So,
all right.
16 is what you needed to hit. So go ahead and roll damage. Oh. Okay, so here's what happens.
I almost just didn't hit him. You
cast a bolt of fire, and it just barely gets him. And it singes his eyebrows a little bit. It doesn't quite get there, and he's just like, but Occam is next in the order.
Awesome.
What's up?
He's distracted by his burning eyebrows. Get him!
While he's distracted by his burning eyebrows, I'm gonna go on with this frickin' bow staff, which I now chose.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Hey!
That'll do it.
Right.
So, roll for damage.
5.
5. All right. You get him good across the face, but he is still kicking. He's a little dazed, but he's going to turn to you because you're right in front of him. And
before I got a punch on him.
Let's see what happens.
14.
You have missed him this time. You can only strike once, it seems. So, you don't hit him. Bummer. Is what happens there. But we are back at the top. Oh no, now we are to
go.
Yeah, it's his turn.
Yeah, no, the guard's go is now. And he's going to turn to you and make another spear attack. And yeah, I think that does hit. Wait, what's your armor class?
Yeah, 16. It hits.
16. Yeah, okay. So, but it only just gets in there. Because it only does 2 piercing damage. So, so Occam, are you gonna put in your own HP, or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay, great. So, so he gets you. Let's say he gets you in the shoulder. So he just goes for it, and it's just like, ow! But not that critical. And we're at the top of the order again.
Where is Occam in relation to this guy?
So,
I'm in front of.
Yeah, this is Occam, and this
I didn't know if you had backed
guy.
off at all because he had hit you with the spear.
Oh no, I'm still right there.
You're still right there.
I mean, you can move down, so you have only a clean shot on.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to use your movement to go basically 15 feet, right? And you're going to do what?
I don't know.
So that doesn't hit.
Nope.
You cast a ray of frost, and he is very tired, but he is able to dodge out of the way. He is looking worried, though. He's looking between you two guys, whoa, whoa. Occam, you're up.
I'm gonna try to shout at him, and I'm gonna try to say Drop your weapon. You're outmatched. We're only here to find the source of the bad grain.
So you're not using your action to attack. You're just.
Yeah, guess not.
He like looks at you like, what the fuck? And he completely ignores you, and he is gonna try to jab you again.
Well, I tried.
That is some chaotic good shit. So we're gonna see what happens. It does not. So he takes a jab at you, but it doesn't hit you. You sort of move out of the way. So then we're back at Luthien.
Yay. Oh, it's so many good rolls in a row that now I'm shitty.
We don't affirm. Again, unfortunately.
God, just one up.
It gets real close, but it doesn't do it.
Killing the plants.
Yeah, the plants are really taking a beating in the background. Occam, you're up.
All right. Well, I gave him a chance.
You did.
Here comes the staff. Fuck everything.
Yeah, so it's not going so hot, but
It's like no one's done anything for like 3 rounds.
I know.
You try to take a whack at him, and he's like, and just gets kind of like but he does manage to move out of the way, and then you hear some clattering happening also, but it's like further away, and you see this other person run up behind him, and you see a spear just come through the back of the guard, and there is a man behind him who is also dressed in guard's gear, but clearly has just totally killed this guy in front of you. So Gabe, would you like to introduce your character?
Oh shit.
Where are we? Hang on. Find us.
Okay, right. So we're in the upper right corner of the screen.
Oh man, what an intro.
Okay, in the big
In the big hallway, yeah.
All right.
That's me.
So Gabe,
For reference, what's this happening?
this is the little guy that you can move up and around.
Looks like he's constantly doing a backflip.
Yeah.
I am actually constantly doing backflips. So that's part of what you witness. Mid backflip, you do notice a look. It looks to you like a kind of short, like 5'6", olive skin, gray-eyed, salt and pepper hair, kind of scrawny looking guy with a beard.
What race? If we can tell.
I don't know. Can you tell? Make a perception check.
Ooh.
Yeah. Both of you. I would think that's probably. Yeah.
Yeah, so Tyler clocks it right away.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Seeing as you're right in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like she gets it too.
All right.
Elf eyes.
I'm a half elf,
Okay.
but I am wearing a beard right now, and I'm clearly like trying to look more like a human at the moment.
Can we tell your beard is fake?
No, it's real.
Beard.
Oh, you said I'm wearing a beard right now, so it's like
No.
beard.
Yeah, some half elves can grow beards. It's a short beard. It's not like a big thing, but it's just like it's enough of a beard where like it doesn't immediately peg you as like a boy-faced elf. You know. It's like it's kind of one of those things where it's enough to throw you. And I'm wearing a hat, so you can't really see the ears.
All right, so this guy comes up. How do you react? What do you do?
I would say, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna like. I guess. Where did the body go?
The guard fell down.
Okay.
It just like fell down. The spear is still in him. I am uninterested in the spear.
Yeah, I'm still taking my staff and being like, "Who the hell are you?"
I'm gonna say I was here first. Find your own mark.
What the hell are you even doing?
I've been working this target for months.
Target, we're here to find out what the grain is doing.
God,
also, for a month, how long did it take to get you in here?
At least I could take this frickin' thing off, and I take off the uniform like thing with the little tunic with
the uniform
arms or whatever. Yeah, that his guards wear. And you see, I'm just wearing leather armor. I have a short bow, as well as a rapier on my side, and just wearing underneath it and over the leather armor, just like a very plain, nondescript, dark brown cloak. At this point, I guess I also take the helmet off or whatever.
You didn't have a helmet on, but that's cool.
Not interested. Yeah.
You did not have a helmet.
Because, yeah.
You did not have a helmet.
Whatever the guards were wearing, I take that off.
Okay.
You already took it off, but so you guys are all regarding each other very cautiously. He said, find your own mark, and you guys have said, we're not here for a mark.
We're here for the grain, to find out what's wrong with the grain in this area. Who's your mark?
What he said.
What's this guy's name?
You don't know my name.
No, Lord Hassan.
Lord Hassan. Yeah.
Lord Hasselhoff, yeah.
Yeah, Lord Hassan.
Yeah.
So he tells you that his mark is Lord Hassan.
Yeah. I don't know why I just told you that, but
But why? Why? Who paid you to take him out? Why is he your mark? There are a lot of unanswered questions here.
This point, I start getting quiet because I guess I misjudged who I was talking to.
All right, I'm gonna be like, thank you for taking care of the guard. We are not here for your mark, but we need him alive, at least for a little.
Yeah, all right, I don't care.
I thought you were here to kill him. What do you mean you don't care if we need him alive for a little while? Shouldn't you care?
Whoever said I was going to kill him?
You said he was your mark. I just thought you wanted to murder him.
A man of your looks like
I look poor.
You look capable of killing someone.
You look like a rogue.
Well,
he did just drive a spear through the back of someone in front of me.
That's a good point.
Alright, Luthien, what are we doing with this guy?
Why are you just not answering our questions?
I don't really see, well, alright, you know what,
You've been saying you've been trying to get in here for 2 months. This guy's your mark.
It took us less than a day.
He's been in there for 2 months playing the guard.
Hold on, I think it's my turn to ask some questions, okay? What was your plan?
What do you mean, what's our plan? We're in here checking things out.
We're here to find any means of sorcery that's happening that has to do with the region around here. The grain, undeath, plague.
Alright, well...
Surely you care about it too.
Yeah, how about we'll team up for a little bit? What do you think? We can't be... I mean, our motives can't be that far apart.
Well, then what's your motive?
Let's just not kill each other. How about I show you around?
How about you tell us what your motive is?
With the grand tour. And up this way, I turn around.
All right.
I'm gonna turn to Luthien.
You around.
The lovely mold around. Oh yeah, this is from Yep, it's lovely.
Yeah, I'm not going to go anywhere with you until you answer my question.
Okay. I don't need you to go anywhere with me.
Fine.
So. Okay. Fine.
Great.
Very cool role playing, guys.
I think it's great role playing.
All right. Turning to Luthien. We could use him for now. We don't know where we're going. He seems to have been here for a while. As long as he doesn't kill Lord Hassett right away.
Right, but we don't even know what his motivation is. We don't know if we can trust him. We don't know if he will just say he's not
kill
going to
a
kill Lord
guard. He's probably not on their side.
Yeah, that's probably true, but if he wants to kill Lord Hassett or somebody else in the house, you know, he could maybe having us around is helpful to him, but in the end could immediately turn on us, and he won't even tell us what his motivation is, which makes me think he's sketchy.
He is sketchy, that's for sure. Look at that beard. Who trusts that beard?
And if we told him why we're here, if he can't tell us what his motivation is, I don't see why we should follow him.
I don't want to kill the guy. You just assumed I wanted to kill the guy. Like most people, you just read into
insight check if he's lying.
What you wanted to hear.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you wanted
I want
to
to insight check him to see if he's lying about.
Roll for insight.
Come on. Ooh, 20.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So with a 21, he's on the level that he doesn't want to kill him.
All right.
I don't care. It wouldn't have taken me a month if I just wanted to kill him.
Luthien, he doesn't want to outright kill him. He wants him for a reason. We want him for a reason. We're all on the same side at the moment. There's two of us, there's one of him. If he turns on us, look at him. We can take him. Scrawny little half-elf.
Fine.
Okay, so here's what... All right, so you guys form an uneasy alliance for truth. Would you like to give a name?
I was also going to ask him his name.
The name's Tibalt. How do you do?
It's what?
Okay. Tibalt.
Tibalt.
Tibalt again.
I just heard the last syllable, so that's
okay.
No, okay, so Occam, Luthien, and Tibalt, you form an uneasy alliance, and Tibalt explains that he has been sort of casing this joint for a couple months, and as such, he has a good understanding of the layout of the house. So he offers to show you around. So he leads you this way up the staircase, and he shows you first into the room that is at the top of this staircase.
What's up here?
Bingo.
Bango, bongo.
And this is the sitting room.
He's basically right about that. So you appear to be in a sitting room.
It looks like a bunch of couches.
It is.
Right.
And, you see a couple bookcases over here.
Mm-hmm.
And over the mantle is just a fuck off huge portrait of some crusty old dude. Tibalt, you know that it is a portrait of Lord Hassett's great grandfather, Luthien Hassett. And it bears the
Luthien Hassett.
So you've decided that you want to tell them that.
This is Hasseth's great grandfather, Luthien Hasseth.
Luthien, not Luthien.
Very convenient, isn't it?
So yeah, so there's a huge portrait over the mantle, and it has the family motto of the Hasseth line, but it is in Celestial.
And I read it to them.
You don't speak Celestial?
No, but I point to it and I say, and there it says, "Fuck bitches, get money."
Does anyone speak Celestial?
I'm actually looking.
No, I'm just saying that in common.
Right. I'm gonna translate it if anyone speaks it.
I
It looks like I can speak it.
do not.
Okay, yeah. So in Celestial, it says, "He conquers who lives by force." So basically, it does say "fuck bitches, get money."
So does that mean that Luthien is like not? It doesn't like totally think I was bullshitting.
You tell me, Luthien.
Can I roll a deception on it?
Sure. That's funny. Yeah. So
7.
So you do, in fact, well, hey, also just a note, if you click on the skill deception, it'll roll with your modifier.
Oh,
And it'll pop up that way in the chat.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, it's a natural 20. So Luthien, he appears not to be like bullshitting, but to be making a very funny joke.
Can I ask? So can I say? So you speak Celestial then?
Yeah, say that.
Yeah, I've said it now. So you speak Celestial.
I've picked up a little bit here and there. Also, the guy never shuts up about it.
I'll buy that.
What's that? So, so you've just said your like common version, but yeah. So there's nothing really in the room. I will say to you, Tibalt, that you saw Lord Hasseth when all the commotion started to go down. You saw him run up this set of stairs. Hello, Hazel.
Hazel, baby.
So you're in this room. It looks basically like this. There's some bookcases. There's the portrait, and yeah, it's yours to do some investigation.
Is Tibalt going to tell us that he saw Lord Hasseth run up to this?
Is he?
Tibalt?
Did I see that, Sophie?
Yeah, I just told you that you saw it.
Yeah, he ran up here somewhere. Let me. I wouldn't have any info on like, I don't know, secret things, would I?
You are aware that there are some weird ins and outs to this castle, so this manor. So like you have in your 2 months seen some weird stuff that you can't quite peg down. Like you've seen people enter rooms and then, but only like higher up, like guests or Hasseth himself, never the guards or the servants.
So
But
yeah. So I know there are secret passages. So I know that there's secret passages. I just don't know where they are.
You don't know that there are secret passages but there is something that enables like these weird comings and goings.
Well, like.
So you probably you suspect that there are likely secret passages.
You do, yeah. You alone can tell me what your character suspects, but this is what you've seen.
Yes, I suspect. Yes. He's got secret passages somewhere, all through the place. I haven't been able to find any of them yet. But I'm sure that he's got some up here.
I believe that.
Right.
In your months here, have you noticed any magical anomalies happening?
With my incredible Arcana skill of I think -1. No.
In that case, I will do an Arcana check.
Oh, yeah. So are you like looking at the room generally, or are you?
Oh, I rolled it now. Sorry. Yes, it was to be a general perusal of the room to see if I could sense anything. I'm not looking at a specific area, just trying to generally feel it out.
Good.
Well, here's the thing about Arcana checks. Like, usually you're looking at a specific object. If you wanted to, like, there is a spell called Detect Magic, which is like you can vaguely
Yeah.
get the hint from the room, but you don't have that, and you're not using it. So if you're just trying to run an Arcana check on the room itself, like, it's a room. But if you wanted to examine a specific object, then like the roll would be better.
Okay, the bookcases then.
Okay, so you're sort of like picking up. So you go over to the bookcases and you're like picking them down off of, and you're like trying to see if there's anything. But there's nothing on any kind of like magic. It's like mostly like dull histories of like all of the royal or like aristocratic families in the area and abroad, and it's like, I don't know, like whatever the fantasy Machiavelli's The Prince, like, you know, shit like that, just like power games and all that kind of crap. There is a family tree. There's like a big tome that's like the family tree of the Hassett, like a house Hassett. And that has like a faint glow about it, but when you pick it up and like look through it, like nothing happens.
Cool.
I'd like to investigate the painting.
The portrait. Okay, so how would you like to investigate it?
I guess see if there's anything behind it, anything that's indicated movement about shifting the portrait.
Does its eyes follow you?
Yeah, a little Ghostbuster.
Why don't you roll an investigation check?
11.
Okay, get out of here. So you pick up the painting and like it's just like a wall behind it. You kind of look at it for a while, and then like as you sort of run your fingers over the motto in Celestial, like something about that seems like it's more than just like a typical engraving. Like it's abnormally embellished.
The writing.
The writing, yeah, the engraving with the house motto.
Alright. I will tell both of them what I found and say, this isn't normal of a painting. Maybe there's something behind the fireplace. Is there?
Can I do an Arcana check on the fireplace / painting?
Yeah, sure. All right, so once you take a closer look at the painting, something about that, there's like a vibe. There's a vibe to the painting itself. Nothing about the fireplace, but the painting itself, like there's a faint aura coming off of the painting and the motto at the bottom.
Can I speak the phrase in Celestial and see if anything happens?
You can. So you speak the phrase in Celestial, and very abruptly, all of you are transported.
Oh shit, we're gone.
Oh shit.
Into, and you reappear in another room. You reappear in another room.
It looks like Tibalt fell over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we put a name tag on Tibalt?
Let me see.
Also, I can only see my own name tag. I can't even see
Oh, I can see
Occam's
mine
name
and
tag.
Can
I
you?
cannot see Occam.
Oh, I think it's because I have Luthien in my characters in my journal.
Oh yeah, I am intentionally not sharing Tibalt as in your journals because he's a very private individual.
Okay.
But I've seen but Occam's in my characters, and I can't see his name tag.
I don't know why that would be.
You're
I'm
not
showing
sharing my
it-
character sheet?
We'll worry.
Like-
We'll worry about this
Oh.
later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So you appear in another room entirely, and Tibalt, you know at once that this is a room that is entirely on the other side of the house.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
What makes sense?
It's just I've been looking for the secret passages and whatnot. That's one.
For a given value of passage, it's mostly just a teleportation device. But
Same thing. Effectively the same thing.
so you look around, and this is more of like a lived-in space. There's like an open chess game on the table. There are some chests full of like weird objects and stuff. Like one is by this couch over here, and another one is over here. They're sort of on the ground. And then there's like another, like a big bureau full of like weird crap that's over here. And there's another fireplace, but there is a giant mirror above that fireplace instead of a portrait.
Have I been in this room before?
You've seen it glimpsed at like the bottom of a staircase, but you have not been inside of it.
Okay, I'm gonna be checking out all the weird shit in the bookcase.
Okay, so you want to make an investigation? So they're locked.
Wait, but can I see them? Or is it like locked?
And then there's like a lock.
Oh, but it's glass.
Yes, you can see into them.
It's locked.
Locked. Fully locked.
Investigation area.
So you see some stuff, but you're not really sure what it is.
All right. You said there were some a chest in this corner.
Yeah, there's a chest. There's two chests. One is like here, and one is like here.
All right. Are the chests locked?
Yes.
I'd like to open the chests.
So you would like to? I think you need to roll a dex. Roll dexterity for me.
Well, this would be using thieves' tools, right?
Right, but the chests are locked, so you need to beat their DC with your dex, which shouldn't be difficult because you have very high dex.
Wait, sorry, what? Can you say that one more time?
So these things are locked, which means they have a difficulty class to unlock them, but it should not be difficult because you have crazy dex proficiency and thieves' tools. You get to add your proficiency.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Yeah, it's a dex roll with proficiency in thieves' tools, I think.
Yeah.
So what do I roll?
So click on your dexterity.
And I only add the proficiency bonus once, because even though I'm proficient in dexterity.
Yeah, I think that's true.
You
roll a d20, add your proficiency bonus because you're proficient in the tools, and then you add your dex modifiers.
Okay. Yeah. So 50, 20 is bing bing is 12 plus 3 is my dexterity plus 2, which is proficiency bonus. So 17.
Yeah. So you open. So which chest are you at?
I'm at the one that my guy's at.
Okay. Yeah. So that one pops right open.
Great.
So inside
I'm gonna be
there's
right behind Tibalt watching him do this.
Okay, great. So inside of this chest, there's like a bunch of like loose parchment, quill, ink. There's like a couple of books that are like they look like diaries of like old like ancestors. Like the dates are very, very long ago.
Yeah. Not expensive books.
Not expensive stuff. Occam, you're looking over his shoulder into the chest?
Oh yeah, I'm just very curious about what he's doing right now.
You spot some calipers, some compasses.
Ah.
So piece together that you could sort of, from these tools, piece together a cartographer's kit.
Oh. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take those.
And I hold these things and I'm like, what, this shit?
It is very useful for one of my quests I am on.
Right. I'm gonna hand it to you and be like, you got me, right? You'll get me back.
I'm going to take them silently.
Take them silently and bow a little bit.
Bow them up.
Yeah. So and Tibalt's like,
You'll get me back.
not sure, but okay. So, Luthien, what are you doing in the background?
Wait, so does this mean I have a cartographer's kit now?
That is, you can mark that down in your tools.
I am investigating the mirror.
Perfect. Okay, so roll an investigation.
Will do. Where is my investigation? Here we go.
Okay, so it takes a while because it's hard for your brain to process, but you notice in the mirror that not everything in the room is reflected the same in the mirror. You see that one of the pillows on the couch is like a slightly different color. You also see behind one of the chests, it looks like almost a door.
Whoa.
It looks like there's like a carve out in the stone behind the chest that is not the chest that Tibalt and Occam are looking at.
So, like the one that's over here?
The one that's here.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. There. Interesting. I am now going to do, I guess, an Arcana check on what this may or may not be a door thing is.
So the door itself is not inherent. Well, roll an Arcana check, I guess. Okay, you can tell for sure that the door is not inherently magical.
Okay.
It is, but so you don't see a door there. When you look into the mirror, you can see an outcropping.
Okay.
But the wall itself is not inherently a magical item.
Interesting. Can I go through it?
Are you moving the chest out of the way, or are you just like standing on top of the chest, or what are you doing?
Well, let's say I'm on top of the chest.
Okay, so you climb on top of the chest and you can press into the area and sort of like checking back to the mirror to see where the lines are that demarcate like this square area. You can feel that there is a gap in the stone, but you can't see it. There's some kind of illusory magic happening.
Okay. In that case, guys, I think there's a door over here. We should check it out.
So you explain to them
explain the mirror and the feeling of the void on the other side.
Okay.
Sure. Can I say sure while I'm picking the lock to the other chest that's in this corner?
Sure. Roll a d20 again.
Of which
And add your-
I'm right behind you again.
I'm gonna.
Okay, and I'm literally standing on the chest, so I will hop down.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll.
Actually, maybe I'll stay there, and then he'll have extra trouble.
I'm just gonna roll a Dex saving throw because that already has my proficiency bonus added.
Yeah, exactly. I would figure that would have been a better way to do it.
Yeah.
Wow. So.
It's a lot of pressure on me. Usually people aren't watching.
You're like, it's performance anxiety.
Like, guys, jeez, back up.
Wait, why'd you roll a dex save?
Because it should have already had his modifiers attached, but
my Dex modifier and proficiency bonus added to it, so it ought to be.
But here's the thing: when I hover over like only a 2 plus 5, so that's not accurate. It didn't have your.
What?
Those are wrong. Yeah.
That I don't think this is correct.
What?
So
Two
your
and an
dex
added
save is a d20 and it says d20 plus 5. So you rolled like a 2 plus 5.
Yeah. Yes.
It's just you. But I thought your dex
My dex
bonus is
modifier.
7. Your dex modifier should be 7.
My dex modifier is +3. My proficiency bonus is 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah, you don't open the chest.
It's broken. Locked.
I guess. So
I'm good.
so there's a door there. What are you guys doing about it?
Prove me
So
wrong.
after he fails, I'm gonna try to just just bust up the top.
Of the chest?
Yeah,
Break
You're
it.
gonna try like an unarmed attack on the chest?
I'm gonna try to rip open the chest. Just rip it.
Wait.
Make a strength check.
As I see him walking over, and it looks like he's like cracking his knuckles to do it. Can I just like offer him a crowbar?
Okay.
Crowbar.
All right, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna take the crowbar and just
Make a strength check.
strength check. 13 total.
I'm gonna add like 3 for add plus the crowbar.
Sure.
And I'm gonna say it doesn't do it. You hear some kind of like whine and like but you try and then you try like again and finally it does pop up.
I will hand the crowbar back.
Keep it.
I will take the crowbar.
You take the crowbar back.
Wait, do I have one?
Inside is
If I already have one. I will take it back.
I do. So I'm keeping it.
All right. I'm going to remove crowbar.
Oh wait, I have
there
one.
is
Keep it.
no treasure inside this chest.
Oh. All right.
There is. It looks like board games. There's like a backgammon and like a fantasy mahjong and like fantasy Monopoly
Nice
and
job,
like
guys.
fantasy
Nice
Game of
job.
Life.
Are any of them like made out of gold?
I mean, they're like maybe like some little alabaster figurines when you dig into the boxes.
They're worth pawning.
I'm gonna say a set of alabaster figurines from like a board game is probably gonna get you maybe like 50 silver, maybe. So is the chest still there, or is the chest in the way of the door?
Oh, I guess if it's in the way of the door, we'll just move it aside.
Okay, so you guys, you kind of team up and push the thing out of the way, and now you're just looking at what appears to be just a wall, but Luthien is able to denote where like the demarcation of the wall is.
Okay.
I have now shown you where the wall is. Shall we go through?
Sure.
Sure.
There's no handle.
Occam first.
We just walk through, though.
No, it's all stone, but there you can feel in the where like there's a gap where between the two sets of stone between where there's like a door and the rest of the wall. So you can feel along it and see that there's like a gap, but there is still like a piece of stone in front of you.
Oh, so it's like you're feeling like the crack in between a door and like the door jam.
Exactly.
Okay.
I guess I'll do that and pull it open.
I mean, you can get your fingers in there and you can make a strength check.
Get your crowbar in there.
My crowbar, of which I have one, so you can keep yours.
All right, I'll keep mine.
Strength check.
Are you using the crowbar or your fingers?
I am using the crowbar.
Okay.
Would crowbar just make it like advantage on it or something?
No.
No. Okay.
Alright, so 7 plus 3, if that's what it is again, 10 total.
You bend the crowbar.
bent crowbar.
I just got this crowbar,
Crowbar,
and
dude.
it is bad.
I now have a bent crowbar.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Tibalt's line and say I'm gonna say it's broken.
Crowbar.
I'm gonna say it's broken, referring to the door.
Okay. That's good.
Is there anything celestial written on the mirror when I was checking it? Did I see anything?
No, but there are other various like portraits around the room of the Hassith family members that do also bear the family motto.
Can I do an investigation check for like any kind of, I don't know, like hidden safes or anything like that? I know rich people keep
Hidden
stuff.
what?
Just like hidden safes or just like, you know, the weird shit rich people do to hide their goods.
Okay, you can make a investigation check, like a general one.
Yeah, in the room, just looking for stuff that is hidden.
Roll investigation is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you look around the room, and the only like hidden thing besides like the obvious chests is the door.
Right. So wait, so that bookcase full of the weird stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna walk over to
Is anything? I mean, does that ring bells for anybody else?
It looks like some, maybe like some trophies and some little statuettes,
Gold trophies.
like golf trophies.
Gold trophies. Is he a rogue? Does he just want to steal shit? Like,
Can I go over to the bookshelf and make an investigation check to see if it's anything that I may have read about in my studies, if it's kind of mystical?
You might want to make a history check.
History check. All right, yeah. 12.
Yeah, it's just crap.
This is useless. Let's get that door open. Hassett's getting away. We need him. We are trying to save the population here. And if you are just interested in gold, well, you've got another thing coming to you.
Jeez, I'm crazy. All right, guys. I'm just gonna start like going around all the couches and just like trying to like just like pull up the cushions, like look under everything, like turn over the board game on the thing, like check under the rug. Just doing basic like just turning the place over.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, you get the door.
There's okay, you can. It's a staircase.
Is there a door at the end of it?
No, it just goes down.
Hold off for now. Look, Hassett's getting away. Luthien, can we get that door open?
I will try speaking celestial at the door, and I will ask it to open while touching it. Presumably, I can put my hands through the void and like touch it, right?
You can put your hands on the stone where you know that there is like the door. You say open and in celestial, and it wiggles a bit, but it doesn't open.
Okay.
Try that thing again.
I will try repeating the phrase on the portrait from the other room.
Right, so you say, he conquers who lives by force, and the illusion drops, and the door swings open.
Excellent.
So in the door, it's like a little dark cupboard. It's like a nothing little sort of like almost cell. It's like stone, it's damp, it's cold. And you see, all of you're looking in, and you see in the corner, there is a small figure, like huddled, like this in there. And you realize that it looks like a child. It's, the figure looks up at you, and it is it looks like a young girl and she has like this white hair that is like sallow and greasy that like falls in her eyes, and she's in kind of like rags. And you see around her throat there is like a huge collar that has like one big garnet looking gem, like a red gem inset. And she like opens her.
Tyler, thank you
What?
for that.
I didn't hear.
Melisandre's necklace looks exactly like that.
Sure. And she opens her mouth to speak to you, but like it's like no sound can come out. And she looks very weak and tired. One of you, or how about Simone? You make an Arcana check.
Okay. Ah, my mouse. Hold on a second. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay, you know pretty much almost instantly that this is like a fairy child. That this is a creature from another plane who has been captured, and it's fairies age slower even really than elves, but this is a very, very young fairy.
Okay. That's good to know.
I'm like pretty taken aback by this. I'm like, just not.
I'll be like, what is it?
I will say that it is a Fey child, that she's from another plane, and it is clear that she has been captured and is being held prisoner.
Is there like, is she like bound in like?
She's just huddled in the corner. She has the collar on, but she's not like restrained.
Yeah.
She's just been kept in
Does that collar have like a
room.
I'd like to go in and...
Does the collar have a little key thing on it, or does it look like it doesn't?
Do you go into the room and you investigate the collar? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'd like to approach the child like very cautiously, put my hand out, very non-aggressively, and investigate both the child and the necklace.
Okay, so you roll an investigation check.
Did Kelly win?
Yeah, they just scored a last-minute goal to send them into Europe.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
We're very happy for
Save
you.
a Fey child over here. Natural 20.
Oh, okay, so
I could hear you screaming from downstairs.
okay, so you go in to the room. And you look at the child, who is like a little shy at first, but you're making calming gestures, and she seems to like feel like not like immediately totally frightened by you, but she's like shaken. You make an investigation of the collar, and it occurs to you that the big gem that's in the center of her throat is the same kind of gaudy gem that was on Hasseth's signet ring.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Bamboo, that's you. Bamboo, don't bark at yourself.
Alright, well, I think we found our source, at least proof that he's using magic here, even after all the bullshit he's spewing.
Or it means that he doesn't understand and that she's sending off residual magic by being frightened and captured, and that they might not even realize that's what's causing the blight.
It's possible. I guess part of my investigation, do I know that the collar is preventing the child from speaking?
Right, so you make the inference that the collar is what's keeping her from like leaving or just like completely dipping. The collar appears to be what's keeping her
on this plane.
Okay.
I'm still hoping to see if there's like a mundane like keyhole in the collar, or.
So you want to investigate the collar as well?
Yeah, like I'm looking for a way that I, with my own skills, could
make an investigation check.
Okay.
While Gabe is doing that, I'm going to make sure I remain outside of the room, because if it is a room that can fuck up magic wielders, I don't want to step in it. And I also want to open the door.
Gabe can't see shit. And has apparently just dipped. I don't know where he is.
He's ashamed to investigate.
Ah!
Alright, I'm gonna let you guys talk this one out. I have to go pee.
Okay.
All right.
We obviously need to get her out of the room.
Yeah, I will try to like make conversation with the child a little bit to see if he's scared or been hurt or whatnot.
Could we just cut the collar off?
I don't know that we should cut it off. It could have some unnatural consequence until we can.
Yeah, we need to go find Hassett, drag him back here without killing him, Tibalt. Yet. And then.
All right, yeah, I could do that.
And then.
It may also be a good idea
that he tells us what's going on.
It may also be a good idea at some point to go ring our friends who sent you and I here, Occam, because at least one of them has magic. So maybe they know also.
Why don't I head on back, pick up my guard uniform, and go bring him back here?
He might have. We should stick together. I don't know what you're gonna do.
I don't know how much I trust you to go on your own.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the? Have you guys decided upon any definitive?
First off, I'm gonna try to like talk to the child just and ask,
Okay.
have you been hurt? Has Lord Hassett hurt you in any way? Like.
I'm actually, sorry, while you're doing that, because I'm about to go to the bathroom, I'm just going to be pacing back and forth on the other side of the room. Clearly just thinking to myself.
Okay.
Taking a piss.
Alright. Occam. What languages do you speak?
Common, dwarfish, and abyssal.
What?
Abyssal. The language of the abyss.
I thought he said epistle, and I was like, excuse me?
Epistle.
I got all pistol. So I'm assuming the child does not understand me. I'm gonna say.
So you're speaking in common, I presume. Are you like gesturing, or are you just trying to?
Again, like very non-threatening. Be like, has Lord Hassett hit you? Like, are you harmed? Yeah, I'll like gesture.
Show me on the doll where you agree.
I'm more relying on my speech than gestures.
She is like looking at you, like trying to figure it out, and she is like.
Okay, so I'll turn to Luthien and be like, "Can you ask this question? Have you been hurt? Has Lord Hassett hurt
Okay,
you?"
I can speak. In addition to common, I can do Draconic, Elvish, and Celestial. So I will try asking the question in each of those languages to see if she understands any.
Okay, so when you ask the question, what was the question again?
Like, have you been hurt? Has Lord Hassett hurt you in any way?
Okay, yeah. So when you say that in Elvish, she like kind of like she like half understands the question, and she's able to say in broken Elvish to you back. He capture, he hold, harm, use me, take my essence, like trying to communicate, but it's a little broken.
Okay, I will communicate to Tyler what she has just told me in the common tongue. Or in the common tongue, I will communicate too.
Yes.
So I'll discuss with Luthien. It's like, this has to be what he's using to create the plague or keep his grain free of the plague. We need more answers, though.
We do need more answers. I also really want to know who he is, because we think it's Lord Hassett, but it could be He seemed so clueless when we spoke with him earlier. It could be somebody else acting on his behalf or pretending to be him.
The ring he has,
The fairy child grabs your hand, Occam, and she points to your ring finger and says, "Ring, ring."
yeah, so the ring that Lord Hassett had when we saw him in the hallway matches the brooch
The brooch.
that the child has. So he's I
He
think
seems like the bad baddie.
I think he's not a good guy.
Can we pause for a moment to see that Hazel just popped up behind now in the chair?
He is a celestial creature.
She is. She's coming to help us. Okay, I will ask her if she can she stand? Can she come out of the room if Occam helps her?
So, are you trying to pull her out of the room?
Or because he said she was kind of like huddled up. So I'm just trying to see if she can stand up and if, with Occam's support, if we can bring her into the living room. Or
you're trying to pull her towards the door.
Yes.
You try to gently lead her out, and she starts shaking her head and pointing to the collar and pointing out there and shaking her head.
Okay, so she cannot come out or doesn't want to come out. Does she know how I will ask her if she knows, how did she get in here and why can't she leave?
She just points again to her own finger and she says, "Ring, ring."
It's Hassett.
Okay.
It's Hassett.
Okay. So it looks like we gotta go find him.
So can we leave the child here, though?
Well, she can't go anywhere, you presume. So, just to catch you up, they can sort of communicate with the child. She only speaks a broken Elvish. And she is articulated as much that the ring is controlling the collar.
Oh, so in my investigation, could I see any way to release the collar? Any lock on it, whatever?
There's no immediate. There's a divot next to the big stone.
Okay.
That looks like maybe something could be pushed in there, but
we need Hassett's ring to free this creature, this innocent creature.
Okay, so that's the plan. You're gonna go find Hassett, and
I'm going to try. I have message as one of my cantrips, so we can send a mind message.
Mm-hmm.
It works within 120 feet. I'm going to try messaging Hassett.
Interesting.
Mind to mind to see if I can lure him to the room.
I have to just be sure that you have to know the direction that the person is in. I just want to make sure whether.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
You can point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. Target and only target can hear the message and whisper a reply. You can cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thinner sheet of lead. The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line. You can travel freely around corners or through openings. So you have to know vaguely where he is, but not his exact location.
I will first ask Tibalt if he knows where the Hassif's main chambers are.
Do I?
With your understanding of him, you know that there's no place that he really typically hangs out, but he is just a straight up coward. So if he's hiding from something, Maybe he's in the basement. You think maybe you saw him like one time, like get spooked by a rat and just like book it.
Yeah, the guy's a gutless cur, so probably cowering in the basement, I would guess.
I don't. If you're a gutless cur, though, why would you cower in the basement? Like, wouldn't you go into your bed? This is just like a personal question. I feel like that's where I would go. Anyway, all
Some
right.
people are stupid.
That's true.
I'm gonna wait. So, in summary, there's no way that we can get this collar off this creature
Correct.
right now.
It does not seem like it.
All right.
It seems like we have to have Lord Hassith's ring in order to remove the collar.
I am gonna head up the staircase in search of Hasseth.
Well, I was trying to mind message him, which is why I asked if you knew where he might be, because I'm going to try and lure him out.
There is a staircase that goes down, but not one that goes up.
Okay, great. He might be in the basement.
All right, I'm going to
Which
send
is
a
down
mind
those stairs. So.
All right, I'm going to try and send a mind message to the basement, pretending to be the Fey creature.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because he doesn't know who I am.
No.
And I'm just going to send, like, screaming into the abyss. No, he wouldn't come if I was screaming. That's bad. I don't know. I just want him to be, like, drawn. Like, I want him to send somebody to come and check it out. So, maybe if I am screaming, like, or just, like, muttering, and he thinks he can hear the creature, he'll send somebody to check it out, and then we'll have a better understanding of where he is.
Say that we've released the creature, that we've sent it back to the plane.
I'll just send a message saying I'm free.
So you send like a mind message that says like I have been freed to the general direction of the basement.
Yeah.
And you hear just a shrill like "Wah!" scream from the basement, and it sounds like that's probably where Hasseth is.
Great. I'm gonna head right on down there.
Okay, you guys gonna follow?
I'm gonna right before we run out, I'm gonna grab Luthien and say, "Tell the creature that we're going to free it," and then we'll run after Tibalt.
Do you do that?
I will absolutely tell her that we are going in hunt of the ring now, and we'll be back as soon as we find it.
All
Does
right.
she have a response for me?
You all make a run down to the basement, and sure enough, you find Gutless Cur himself just hanging out there, generally shaking in his boots, kind of useless, but hovered like back against some barrels, and like holding his like hand with the ring up to you, and he's like, "You don't know what powers I have."
Give me the ring, Hasseth. As I just walk up to him, can I roll intimidate to scare the shit out of him?
You can roll an intimidation check.
All right, I'm gonna be just yelling, "Give me the ring, Hasseth!" as I am drawing a dagger from under my cloak. It's the ring or the finger.
Roll an investigation or intimidation check.
Again,
He's kind of just a snivelly dude, and he's like, "Woo!" He doesn't give you the ring, but he just like shakes it at you, like hoping that it's going to do something, and nothing happens.
I'm gonna
Rip it off his finger.
I'm just gonna grab his finger and going towards his finger with my dagger.
Why? Just pull it off his hand. If he's going like this with his hand, just rip it off.
Well, if he's not
How hard is
struggling,
the
I
roll?
guess I'll just pull it off. But
He's not struggling. I mean, like,
all right.
just like you grab. Do you grab his hand?
Yeah, I'm grabbing his hand. I'm just gonna like try to like pull it off, but if it doesn't come off easy, I'll take the finger. I don't care.
It comes off.
All right.
He makes like he's gonna try to he tries to do some very lame fisticuffs, like a little limp wristed, but he's like, "You give me that back."
can I just give him like just a quick like kick to the gut?
Yeah.
Just yeah, like sucker punch style.
Yeah. We'll call it an athletics something. An athletics.
How about just an unarmed attack?
Sure. Make an unarmed attack.
Where is my unarmed attack? Oh god, way to go. How do I do this? How do I do attack?
You don't really have an easy function in your stats.
No. So according to my my character sheet, I just get a +1 to hit, and it's just a straight up dex modifier. I think.
Okay, then roll a d20.
Right. I mean, he's cowering. It's probably pretty easy to hit him. It's
So
like
6 plus what?
+1 to hit. Literally cowering on the ground. He's not trying to avoid me at all.
You get him. I'm like, it's not a question of really like armor class. It's just a question of how effective it is. You get him, and he
Helping him.
whimpers, just goes down, clutching. Wait, did you kick him or did you punch him?
Kick him.
All right, he goes. Bleh! He's like almost retching on the ground. He's like pretty pathetic.
Great. I'm gonna spit and then walk back upstairs with the ring.
Okay, you spit on him, and you walk back upstairs.
I want to ask him a few questions.
Whoa. We got questions for him.
I mean, let Gabe walk back upstairs.
I'm walking upstairs.
Well, I'm more worried about the child.
I am too, and I don't think that's his ring. He's wearing it, but he obviously has no idea how to use it, so it can't be his.
I agree, but I'm trying to bring the ring back to the corresponding necklace.
We don't know what's going to do, though. Until we find that out, it could have dire consequences.
No, it's better to just try something than nothing.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him now, push him over, and be like, "What are you doing with the Fey child in a closet?"
He like sneers at you, and he's like, "You'll suffer for this. You have no idea my influence, my power."
I'm gonna punch him across the face.
All right, make an unarmed attack.
22 to hit.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely hits. I'm gonna say without much ado that it just straight up knocks him out.
Oh, no.
I don't think he knew that much.
I know, but I wanted to know who did know.
I did
Someone
too.
gave him that ring. Someone
Hassett's an idiot, just like every other rich guy.
All right.
even be Tibalt.
If he's all right, I'm gonna search Hassett. I'm gonna go through his robe, see if he has anything else, like anything that could tell me of anything.
So you rifle through his pockets. He's got like a nice watch. He's got like 10 gold on him.
I'm taking the gold.
That's it, really.
I'm taking the gold, tossing the watch to Luthien. Actually, no, I need the watch. I need the watch for cartography.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm giving the 10 gold to Luthien.
Oh, thank you. I'll hold on to it.
What'd you say? Gold
Okay.
watch?
Yeah. It's a nice watch.
I'm still walking
All
up.
right.
Still.
Well,
You're still okay. So
I'm gonna
Tibalt
run
is
after-
just straight up dipped.
I'm gonna run
Is
after
that
Tibalt now because
Okay.
I'm worried about the child.
okay? Luthien, are you following?
I'm gonna follow because this knocked out idiot's useless.
Okay. So you go back to the room. You enter back into the still open door. And what do you do?
I'm gonna be approaching the fairy kid with the ring outstretched as if like to give it to them.
And I'm gonna say wait, and I'm going to ask her if she knows like how to free her using the ring.
She gestures to the collar, and she's like pointing to the divot next to the gem.
I am going to just give the fairy kid the ring.
I don't know if she has the strength or dexterity to do it on her own. I think one of us is going to have to free her.
Let her make that decision.
She grabs the ring and presses it into the divot, and the collar pops off. And in that instant, she like a wave of light sort of like rushes through her and over, and her hair looks much better. And she's like, and she like kind of glows a little bit more, and she sort of is like floating a little bit off of the ground in front of the three of you, and she comes out of the cell, and she says in sort of broken Elvish to you, like, many thanks, and she places the ring, like the signet ring, in your hand, Luthien, and she sort of puts it upside down, and on like the underside of the ring on the inside, on the back of where the big gaudy gem was, there's an engraving, and it's a rose, and it has a couple thorns on it, and the thorns are colored in white. And she points to you and to the ring, and she doesn't say anything because she doesn't have like the language necessary to communicate the significance of this, but she's pointing to it.
Is it the? Do I know whether or not it's the sigil of the family that sent us up to the house?
It is not.
It's not. It's something else.
Yeah.
Is it the sigil of the families of the Cecil?
Of the Hassett house? No, it is not.
Something else. What about the woods?
Oh, the Witch of the Woods?
No. Witch of the Woods. No.
So
Something else.
We don't know what it is.
So we don't know.
If the other would like to make like a history check or something on it.
I would like to investigate it as well.
Okay, so she passes it around. Why don't you both make history checks? You, Tibalt and Occam.
Oh, not me. Okay.
This looks crooked.
Occam, or sorry, Tibalt.
I'm trying to get my way back over to where the history check is.
It's in your character sheet.
I know. I'm trying to scroll on my character sheet so I can see it again, but it's not coming up. Here it is. L'histoire. I do not have good history.
Okay, so with that, Occam, to you, it's like there's something like just on the tip of your tongue that's familiar about it, but you can't say what. Tibalt, you recognize this. Something like clicks in your head, and you're like, white, thorn, ivory, thorn. And the name Ivory Thorn rings bells of like whispers of a secret society. Something that was like rumored to be like very wealthy people, like a scandal situation.
Oh yeah.
That's what that brings up for you.
Oh yeah. The Ivory Thorn. I've heard about this. It's like a rich guy's society. Man, I've been trying to find a way in on that for a while.
So
Be one heck of a honey hole, let me tell you.
So the fairy child is like nodding, and she holds up like a hand, like one second. And she puts her hands together, and there's like a glow that's like suffused, that's like coming out like out of her hands. And she like opens them up again, and there are 3 rings that are in her hand, and she sort of like she gestures to each of you, like,
I'll pick one up, but not put it on.
sure.
I will also take one.
Wait, what are these again?
There are 3 rings that
Given
she
to the
just
elf under the sky.
created in her hands.
What do they look like?
So one is like a golden color. One is like a bronze. We'll say that Luthien, at present you have the golden one. It's just a plain golden ring.
Okay.
Occam, you have a bronze ring, and it feels like a little warm to the touch. And Tibalt, you have like a silver, like a silvery blue kind of metal, and it seems a little cool. So the fairy child just kind of like bows a little bit, and then in a total like whoop, like blast of like light, she just disappears.
Huh.
So to wrap up, you have saved a fairy child. You have been given gifts.
Yes, fake gifts.
Child in gratitude. And we will say that you return down to the basement, and Hasseth is still out cold.
I was gonna say I was gonna rifle through the room.
There's like it's a wine cellar essentially.
Yeah.
There's not like a ton in there. But like if you want to try to steal a keg, I'm sure you could.
I don't like beer.
What?
Remember, I don't like beer.
He doesn't like beer.
Wine, but sure. Luthien, you receive a mind message from what sounds like Lady Paranin. And she asks you what the status is. And I'm going to presume that you relay everything to her.
Yes, I will tell her that we believe the source of the blight was probably in connection with this Fae child who we have just released from Lord Hatheth's house.
Okay. So she is like horrified, and she says that that the authorities are going to be notified, and she says like just make a beeline, just get out of there. So all of you sort of make you make your way out of the house, and Lady Brennan tells you two.
Oh, hold on. What are we gonna do with Lord Hasseth?
He's just not down in the basement. Who cares?
He's knocked out in the basement. The authorities are being called to investigate the situation.
No, I do not trust cops to do anything right.
That's a
huge powerful, and he now knows our faces. You're not connecting 2 and 2 here?
What, do you think he's going to come after us?
I think we're trying to save the surrounding village.
I'm saying this is a loose end.
I think he's going to be taken and hauled to jail.
You think he's going to go to the same jail as us?
I'm sorry, I'm a noble lady, so he probably would go to the same.
People like him don't go to jail if they don't want to.
Well, then what are you proposing? You want to kill him? I don't believe in just killing people.
I don't believe in just killing people, but I think there's good reason.
I don't think.
Do you think what he did to that fairy kid was isn't worth dying for. I'm not
I
trying
don't even know that he
pass
did it. He
judgment.
seems deeply confused.
I'm not trying to pass judgment, but I'm not. But the guy is not a saint. It's not like he didn't do anything wrong.
It's far more likely
Yeah.
that the Ivory Tower people put Ivory Thorn, Ivory Tower,
Every thorn.
Ivory Thorn. Thank you. Ivory Tower is something in a book, so my apologies. It's
Listen.
far more likely that the Ivory Thorn people put him he's an idiot. They probably just used his house to store this fake creature that they captured. I don't think that he really has anything to do with the higher functioning of this kidnapping or imprisonment, and I don't think it's necessary to just kill him.
He seems like a babbling idiot.
He was wearing the ring that was entrapping the kid. He knew plenty. But
He had no idea what he did. He was just
apart
twiddling
from
his
that,
fingers at you when he thought that you were coming after him. He has
Luthien,
no idea what the power in that
The
ring is.
authorities have been
Luthien, I'm not gonna argue anymore about the ethics of whether to kill him or not, because that is not something that worries me at the moment. What worries me is the fact that we have the Ivory Thorn that we have just royally messed with. This is the whole community of rich people in the world. And you've just made enemies out of them. And you shouldn't be leaving such a terrible trail behind
We'll
us.
face them
For them to
on
follow.
when we come to them.
What we should do-
We cannot kill a man.
What we should do is we should take care of the loose end, make the place look like it was just another robbery gone bad, and it's less conspicuous.
We're
Is there
here.
something going on your mic? Because it's really hard for me to hear you right now.
It is a little garbled. He's just saying, like, take care of the loose end.
Right, and kill him and make it look like a robbery.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
good.
gonna say no because we're here to prove that.
What if instead of killing him, somehow make him no longer a reliable narrator?
Well, that's what
Is there any way that
That's what we're about to do because
we could make him go insane?
He's been preaching against magic this whole time, and he's been using magic. We're about to prove that. We also need to get our asses out of here because the authorities are coming right now. He's about to be taken, and everything he's been preaching for years is about to be disproven. He's about to be just absolutely
You have a lot.
by the community.
You have a lot more confidence in the structures of justice, so-called justice, than
I
I
was
do.
gonna say also, I'm far less concerned because he may have seen our faces, but like Occam and I have only been in this whole house for like what, maybe an hour or two. He looked at us maybe twice, and he's like a shit ass coward who's not probably gonna remember our faces. I understand at a personal level, you've been here for months, so he probably definitely knows who you are. But I don't know if he's ever been reliable in his entire life. He's such a coward. I don't even think he could tell people a reliable description of any of us if he wanted to.
I don't like taking chances like that. How about we just blind him?
He's already seen you.
Yeah.
Retroactively.
But a description is one thing, but he couldn't pick us out from a lineup. He wouldn't be able to pick us out.
I'm sorry, how are we going to even get in a lineup?
We're gonna be
I don't
in a
care if
lineup
we
in a few
captured.
minutes if we don't leave now.
I'm leaving. Occam, are you coming?
I'm afraid of what Tibalt's gonna do to him. Because I want the community to have justice. And I want the community to recover from the plague, and he is the cause of the plague.
Okay, I'm going to mind message Lady Piranin and tell her, because she's magic and I think she can respond to me.
Yes.
I'm going to tell her what our current situation is, that we need to get out of here, but that a member of our party does not trust that the police will do the right job, and that if we leave him behind, he may cause unwarranted harm to Lord Hassif, and see if there's anyone who she could send to oversee operations who is trustworthy and therefore won't harm him, but will make sure that justice is done.
Okay, message is only like 25 words, but
Oh, sorry.
yes.
It's like you could send a tweet.
Yeah.
So you say like you do it in shorthand, and she sends back don't worry, we have a plan. Leave a mess behind you. That should take care of it.
Perfect. I will relay this message to the group so that they know. And I will say, guys, she has a plan. All we need to do is trash the place and then, get the hell out of Dodge, and everything else will be taken care of.
All right. Fine.
We also have powerful allies.
I guess I'm gonna. All right, so I'm just gonna like knock the little corks off of some of the wine barrels and start walking up, and then just trash the place, I guess.
Okay, so you guys leave. You trash the place on the way out. You successfully make your way out of the castle.
Is there any chance that I could grab something worth a little bit of money? Is there any chance I could grab something worth a little bit of money on my way out now that I know that I'm just leaving?
I mean, you can look for, like, I don't know, tchotchkes on the wall, stuff that looks like it's of precious metal. I'll say that you see some gold candlesticks.
Sure, great, perfect. I'm not looking for much. I really don't have much. I just want something.
All right, you grab some gold candlesticks on the way out. You successfully make it out of the house, and then you make it down across the lawn before you see like a carriage drive up with some people in it that you assume to be the police. But they don't see you. You make your way out and back. So, okay. Thus ends the encounter. I will give you some wrap up and tell you give you an overview. So, you make it back to the house of Lord and Lady Paranin. You explain to them what you know. You introduce Tibalt. They're mildly suspicious of him, but not overly so. They're both also half-elves, so they kind of clock you, but understand that it's hard out here for a half-elf, so they don't really press the issue. Then you explain, you show them the signet ring and the crest, and Lord Paranin nods, and he tells all three of you that he has had some suspicion that perhaps this guy was connected to this ring of wealthy elites who have long been rumored to use magic discreetly to further their political and business ends. But it is a matter of utmost secrecy. He, as a noble himself, was approached in his youth for an organization that he believes may have had some ties to the Ivory Thorn, but he was kind of disgusted with it and sort of turned it away. They tell you that they've sort of staged essentially a political coup because the house that Hasseth grew up in, or the house that Hasseth has that you guys were in, was the house that Lord Paranin grew up in. So this is sort of like they're going to cover this all up as like a coup to retake his ancestral land. And they have enough political support in the area because Hasseth is generally just hated to pull this off. So the rings, Lady Paranin does a little meditation on them, and she tells you that one of them is a ring of jumping, one of them is a ring of warmth, and one of them is a ring of water walking.
That's cool.
These are magical items. You can take them how, you can divvy them up as you wish. I'm going to reveal these in your handouts so that you can get a good sense of them. So they should be in your journals now.
They are.
They are. Who has what?
So I'm assuming I have the ring.
You definitely have the ring of warmth.
Yeah, Gabe has
Yeah,
the ring.
well, okay, so you gave them all, it's not like you were holding them all, like,
Okay.
you all gave them to Lady Piranin, and the rings that you just picked initially are not necessarily the rings that you have to use, but now that you know what they are, you can sort of talk amongst yourselves about which one you want. But you were each given one.
I would like the water walking one.
I want the water walking.
I want the jumping or warmth.
Okay, so Occam, well, okay, so you guys, it's up to you guys how you settle this dispute.
Luthien, do you want to flip a coin for it?
What's your second choice? Before we flip a coin.
Yeah, we should rank choice this shit.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, it sucks if two of you get the first choice and someone gets the third choice. We should at least try and everyone get the first or second choice.
I guess my second choice is jumping.
My second choice would also be jumping. I don't need the warmth. I'm an elf. I feel like I have a better constitution. I feel like it makes the most sense for Tyler as a human to have the warmth if you're interested in it, because I think it would be most beneficial to you.
I'm taking the warmth. You two can figure out the rest.
All right.
Right. Let's flip a coin for it.
How can we flip a coin for it?
You roll a d2.
Let's roll a d4. Odds I win, evens you lose.
I will roll.
It doesn't make any sense.
What?
Odd.
It means that both times you win.
Can I roll a d20 for deception on this?
No.
To see if it gets. Damn it!
I will roll a d4.
Thank you.
All right.
Odds is
I'm odd.
even
Odd.
is
Odds I win.
the other one.
Even is Luthien, odd is Tibalt.
Right. All right, Tibalt. You get the ring.
All right, I'm ready to pull a Jesus on at some point.
Okay, Luthien, you get your second choice, which is jumping, right?
Yes.
Yeah, jumping, and then Tyler or Occam, you get warmth, which you wanted anyway.
Correct.
Okay, so that's how we divvy it up.
Nice.
I'm going to mark this down in the journal. So the ring of jumping goes to. Yep.
For the jumping one, though, I mean, it doesn't matter now, but it's a spell. And I'm the only one who can cast magic spells anyway.
It allows you to cast it.
I think it's an auto cast.
While wearing this ring, you can cast jump from it as a bonus action at will, but the target can only be yourself when you do so.
Yeah, but it's like a successful cast. It's an auto cast for rings.
Yeah, no matter what, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
But like, you don't already have jump, do you?
No.
No, because I didn't want it. But I could get it if we, like, next time we level up and if we pick new ones, then I could have it. So it doesn't really matter, though.
Well, I mean, there's no chance of me getting any of these.
Wait, I can't hear either of you right now. What?
I said it would be stupid if you had a ring of jumping to pick jump and waste another spell slot on it.
Well, right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm never going to get any of these things outside of getting the ring, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So, that thus ends the adventure at this point.
Thank you, Sophie.
Woohoo! So basically, you guys are in position to hunt down members of the Ivory Thorn to gain intelligence and foil their evil schemes.
Cool.
And that is probably the direction I will take this if we choose to keep going with me as a DM and you guys as these characters.